Actually, didn't we do a song for Joe Biden's inauguration?
We actually
with Justin Timberlake
We absolutely
called Better Days.
did that Better Days.
I think we did that song.
Yeah,
that's Bongo by the way, y'all.
No.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, I am Justin Tranter. Welcome to our podcast, Unfamous, where we break down the art of collaboration. I am very excited about today's episode because we have two really brilliant people on. A producer and a writer, and a producer who work together all the time. I'm lucky enough to have known both of them, and we are lucky enough to have them on the podcast, motherfuckers. Now, instead of the part of a podcast where like the host awkwardly like lists all of your credits in front of you, I like to use this moment so that collaborators can brag about each other and you introduce each other to the audience. So
that's tight.
Right?
That's fine.
Okay, so who would like to go first? Introduce.
So Bongo by the way, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all. We got Grammy nominated. Grammy Award winning, y'all. 3-time Grammy Award winning Bongo by the way. All the way from everywhere, man. He from Nigeria and Florida and Rhode Island.
Yeah.
From Nigeria, Florida, and Rhode Island. Coming to you live from wherever we at. I ain't going to disclose his location, but it's very nice.
Bongo
This
by
is
the
my brother, Bongo by the
way.
And to my left,
Come on.
the incredible, the incomparable,
Come on.
the immaculate,
Come on.
the next level.
What it is.
Man, my brother
My dog.
from
That's the one.
Willingboro, New Jersey. Oh man, the man behind so many hits. I mean, who do we need to talk about him? Do we need to talk about
they
them?
have the
You know,
internet. We're watching this
the
on the
hers,
internet. They heard it. They can look it up.
The Beyonce.
They happy to be here. Actually, didn't we do a song for Joe Biden's inauguration?
We actually
with Justin Timberlake
We absolutely
called Better Days.
did that Better Days.
I think we did that song.
Yeah,
That's Bongo by the way, y'all.
No. My brother, the incomparable Ant Clemons. Let's make some noise.
Give it up for both of us and for Justin. Now get up for yourselves at home. Yeah.
You know, when people look this good at 11 in the morning, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. So
I appreciate that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's I mean, you already had a costume change. There was a jacket reveal.
Yeah.
It's all happening. So apparently, rumor has it that the first day you guys wrote together, you wrote 11 songs in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Is that rumor true?
That's 100% fact.
Can you break that down for me? Where were you? What was happening? Why do you think the vibe was so good that you could write 11 songs in one day? Tell me everything. I think the most I've ever done is like 4, and that seemed insane and that I should be 5150'd. But 11 is a whole other level of
I wrote a song called 5150 that I would love for you to hear. And the concept is like, you got a hold on me. Like, come on. Like,
Love.
5150. Anyway, so like the first day, you want to do it?
I mean, well, the reason behind it, you can tell the story behind it, but I'll tell the reason behind it is like, it's first and foremost, we have a crazy chemistry, but you know, you ever met somebody like pushes you, like when iron sharpens iron? Mm-hmm. It was literally that from moment one.
Yes.
And he would be right. The way this dude writes songs, I've never seen someone write a song from the top down. Like, I'll play the beat for like 3 seconds. He's like, pull it up. Pull it right up. And then he, from the top of the song down, he just writes it like he already had the song in his head.
the only other person I've heard of that does that, it's Sia. And that is a great person. That's great company to be in.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love her songwriting.
And when someone's doing that, and me, I'm like, okay, he's writing. And he's like, I like to type in, I like to write, I like to add like little melodies here and there, little concepts and stuff like that. But he's like super self-sufficient to the point where it's just like, man, I just let him go. I put the headphones on, I start working on the next idea. And by the time he's done with the song, the next idea is done. Boom. Mm-hmm. Play it for 3 seconds. Load it up. It was literally like that. It was literally like that. Like back to back to back to back to back to back, and we look back and it's 11 records.
Yeah.
Wow.
Day one.
Day one. And it was just like a pitch session. You guys were just writing. There was no art, like there was, or was it for your project, or what was it for? Just whatever.
It was my boy Ray. Shout out to Ray. He introduced me to Bongo, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna change your life." I'm like, "What you talking about?" And he actually did, because him introducing me to Bongo was phenomenal. I pulled up, and Bongo's already playing something while he's making something, and I'm like, all right, that's different, because he got the logic going, but he also got like his whole library, just like, all right, I have these 1,000 beats right here from just these few little months, then these 1,000 from this little time of months. What do you want to hear first? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And we just start going, and as I'm recording, we had, I can't remember who the engineer was the first day. He's gonna kill me. But he was
apologies
phenomenal.
in advance.
Apologies, 100%. But that's literally my brother. Like, his name is just escaping me. You're working at Fameworks.
Yeah.
We worked at Fameworks and in North Hollywood, and it was so cool because I never had somebody meet me at the speed of creation.
Yeah.
Especially at that space in my career, coming out here from Willingboro, New Jersey. It was just like, I knew a few people, but I hadn't found my tribe.
Yeah.
And like when I met Bongo, I felt like I met my brother. I was like, oh,
cool.
This is crazy. The first day we did 11 songs. The next day we ended up going to Jeremiah's house, and we did like 4 songs there.
Wow.
And we locked in with Jeremiah ever since then. We were like 3 amigos, like that
Shout out
entire year.
Jeremiah.
Shout out Jeremiah, our brother. And literally it's been, Bongo is one of my favorite collaborators, because one, he gives you the space to be you.
Yeah.
He's not trying to like, he can write as fast as I can write. So he can easily just, hey, no, it should be this, and then this melody. And it's like, because we both know we do care about the credit. We're not
trying to give this shit away. Yeah.
But we are both here for the song. We
Whatever
want the
makes the
song
song
to be
better.
the best thing possible. If he's starting a song with a sample, and I'm like, that's going to kill the publishing. If the sample gets us to where we need to get to, and then we are able to recreate it, it's worth the journey.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, and every single part of that entire process gets us to the best part of the song.
For aspiring songwriters and producers who are watching this, can you really quickly break down what you mean? We get sometimes in the weeds and geeky here because we're hoping that people are watching this to learn about the art of collaboration and about the business. When you say that, obviously the 3 of us know what we mean when we say the sample is going to kill the publishing. Yeah. Can you really quickly break it down for anybody at home what that might mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
I mean, we both
I got
have
you.
our own
100%.
situations. Like there's been situations. I'm not even gonna name the artist or whatever, but like there's situations where like we've taken a sample, or like actually I'll say I don't remember the artist, but we flipped and shout out Hitmaker. We have flipped
My brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
They took everything. So we're just using that. So
Using that horn part from that song.
Yes. Well, we took the song. We took the song, but like like using that sample, they don't need us to sample anything. They get enough syncs, which are like, songs that get, linked with a movie or a commercial or, any type of live performance. They get that out the wazoo. So for us to be like, hey, we got this little record over here, they're like, oh yeah, cool. We'll take 95%.
The songs normally have like every single song is built up of, just 2 different streams of income. You got the master and the publishing side.
Exactly.
So if you are out there and you love a song and it's a sample, and you copy a piece of someone else's master recording, you have to go to them and get permission for the use of the master recording. What hip hop came and did with samples is reworked people's other master recordings and then made brand new spaces, still paying homage and paying credit and proper money to the people that they sample, but like paving a way for brand new creation to be like a thing.
Yep.
The space what Bongo's talking about is a story that we both have shared many times. I was blessed to do this song with Noah Cyrus early, and she's one of my favorite people to work with.
Yeah, she's really special.
Me, her, and my family, Triangle Park, we did this song that interpolated Now, I knew the song from a TV show. It was The Wonder Years. So I thought I was singing the Wonder Years theme song. I didn't know that was a Paul McCartney song. I found out via email that you're not getting paid. However, Sir Paul McCartney, if you out, I appreciate you. Thank you for the beautiful words in the email. He says one of the best versions of his song he's ever heard. I'm taking all of the publishing. And I was like, you deserve it, sir, because I'm a Michael Jackson fan.
Okay, so when that song came out,
Yes.
you made zero money.
Zero publishing.
So, because Paul McCartney, right? So to break it down, right? So if you use a small piece or a large piece of somebody else's song and create your own art from that, then you have to go to the original writers and say, hey, let's negotiate splits. And you hope that I have a Selena Gomez song called Bad Liar, and the bass line is from Talking Heads' Psycho Killer, which David Byrne wrote, the lead singer. He was very nice to us, and we really wrote the whole song over his bass line. That was the original spark. And it was equal splits.
Yeah,
so
that's
25
amazing.
me, 25 Julia, 25 Ian, the producer, 25 David Byrne.
Yeah.
But sometimes Paul McCartney says, I'm taking 100%.
But then sometimes we have Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox who say, you know what? I'll give you your regular percent on, was blessed to be a part of this song with Chris Brown, It Depends, where in the middle of the song, it's an Usher sample. And they could have easily just 100%ed the entire song.
Yep.
But like with relationships and with people just saying, nah, you know what, for what this song is, we just want a small piece.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Yeah. How do you, in moments where they're going to take everything or almost everything, I think you said 95, you said 100 on your song. How do you emotionally come to terms with that? Do you just go, fuck it?
Lobster.
You just what?
I used to work at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
I used to work at Red Lobster.
Like,
Fuck it.
let me tell you, I'm so blessed to be in a position to work with my brother and work in a space where this is what we do for a living.
Yeah.
Like I can wake up and create something and get paid off of something I can't physically touch every single day.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. So I don't try not to look at the hardships that do come with the job.
Of course.
It's the good with the bad, but I didn't want to cut you off.
No,
My fault,
you're
bro.
good. No, I feel like the currency also comes in moments.
Yes.
And if you're a part of a moment and if you can create a moment, that's worth more than, maybe just what that publishing hit was.
It'll open more doors.
Yeah.
When you said early on that when you guys met, it was like someone that was like sharpening your sword and pushing you.
Yeah.
Both of you, were you always prepared for that type of collaboration, or is it something that you grew into? Because I know for myself, like when I first met Mattman and Robin, who I'm lucky enough to like half of my hits are with them, they would really push me. And at first I'd be like, what, the song's amazing. Shut up.
Right.
I slayed. Did you hear that lyric?
Yeah, I killed this.
Leave me alone. And they'd be like, yeah, but this melody is stepping on that melody. So it's making your amazing lyric. We agree. We love it too. But that lyric isn't shining. And I was like, but I was like 35 and I was ready to like handle that level of collaboration.
Yeah.
Were you always ready for that level of collaboration, or did you think you grew into it?
I want to say, yeah, because it's like the ego thing or the lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't an ego on either side. It was just like, we want the best record. And I feel like at the same time, we learned a lot of things together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even working with like Jeremiah, Ty, or James Fauntleroy,
Yes.
those are like people that we've learned a lot from at the same time. So it was like a constant growing and a lack of ego working with somebody. You were just trying to make the best music.
Yeah.
I feel like that shows that our mentality was, we were already locked in from that time,
And being like, I'm sorry.
No, please, go.
Like being a producer or a writer, you have to learn how to play nice in the sandbox. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
So it's like the best people, like the most talented people that keep their songs in their hard drives aren't the most successful.
Right.
And I learned the key to success is to be amazing at collaboration.
Yeah.
I've had amazing collaborators on my way to meeting Bongo. Like my sister Shamika was one of my first songwriters who told me what songwriting was. And she's like, do you know that this person doesn't write all their songs and this person doesn't write all their songs? And it introduced me to a whole world.
Yeah.
And then from there, Shamika and I actually came out to LA and I met my boys Butter and Biscuit. There were other collaborators I worked with.
Great name.
I met Ray through Butter and Biscuit that then introduced me to Bongo. So
Cool.
it's like it was a little bit of a journey. But by the time I got here, it's like I was already prepped of working with this type of person and then this form of people and then this group of people.
Yeah.
That Bongo was a cakewalk because we're so similar in just family and core values that it's like he knows my mom, like he knows my parents. I know his parents. Like it's so cool to have like somebody I look at as like a big bro that's like, yo, you've been doing this a little longer than me. However, you don't treat me like just some scrub.
Yeah.
Like you treat me like an equal.
Yeah. How did you learn that collaboration was the way to success? Where did that come from?
I'm a student of the game.
Yeah.
And from my favorite artist, Michael Jackson, his most successful albums to me were with Quincy Jones.
Right.
And the what's not broke, if it ain't broke, don't break it. So like, you know, LaFace and Babyface and L.A. Reid.
Yep.
You have Tim and Missy. You had Chad and Pharrell. It's
Yep.
so many amazing teams.
Yeah.
The, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It's like
The best.
phenomenal teams that one person makes the next person better.
Yeah.
And the songs always are way better when it's two people doing them.
So I love that. So I started in this business in a rock band, right?
Yeah.
And in rock, they're so obsessed with like the singular genius, right?
Yes.
Whether it's Kurt Cobain, the list goes on and on and on.
front man.
And I think really in today's world, right? Kurt, whoever was producing those records, Butch Vig, and blah, blah, like his band members, they would probably all get publishing in the new standards that I think are much more respectful and as it should be. But it was so about like, oh, well, this person is a singular genius. Yes, Fleetwood Mac is a bunch of people, but Stevie Nicks, she wrote Dreams alone,
Right.
which of course she wrote the bulk of it alone, but without Lindsay and whoever was producing to get it there. But I stupidly came from the mentality of like, I must be a singular genius. And I love hearing like you growing up, your heroes, it was very clear that it was like at least two people, if not more.
I came from
What's
school.
funny, I can relate to that because when I came up producing, like I looked up to like Pharrell and like Timberland and those are people who could like 100% a record, even Stevie Wonder, like people that could like do everything, write the song, like that's the standard that I held myself to. But it's when you work with people of a caliber and you realize, oh, they're bringing as much to this as I'm bringing.
Yep.
You got to learn who to let go of the wheel with.
Yep.
You know?
No, it was when like Matt Man and Robin pushed me. At first, I was like, "What do you mean?
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm so fierce. How dare you?" But then when we tried their ideas, and I was like, "Oh fuck,
We love this.
you're right. Fuck." But I had to learn that in the moment.
Yeah.
Like if I would have come to co-writing and the behind the scenes music business, which is so deeply collaborative, if I would have tried it in my 20s, I would have burnt every fucking bridge. I would have, it would have been bad. How do you guys balance when you can write so quickly? Is it then you write a bunch and you step back and go, okay, these couple are special, let's dig in? Or how do you balance speed versus quality? Or how do you gauge it? How do you know when you just wrote it fast or also you wrote it fast and good? Like is there a way to gauge it?
I like to think it's repetition, period. It's like a sink. Like the dirty water is going to come out, so the bad songs are going to start. But the more the water runs, the less likely you'll have bad water. Yeah. So the consistency, we're able to do a whole bunch of songs, and I think the quality isn't affected by the quantity because we've practiced, we've done our 10,000 hours 10,000 times.
Hello, my little unfamous friends. So the thing about the algorithm, Lil Miss algorithm, is that she doesn't want to let people know about our podcast unless she thinks that people love it. So if you follow this podcast, what do the old school YouTubers say? Like, subscribe, and follow. If you do that for me, then you will help the unfamous message of the beauty of the art of collaboration reach more people. So please do me just a cute little favor and follow this podcast and share it and do all those fun things. Bye.
to wrap, I would say the quality gets better with the quantity.
Yeah.
You know, the more repetition.
Yeah, I'm a people ask you like you've done all this blah blah blah. Why are you still writing so much? I'm like, it's a fucking muscle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've said this a couple times, but it's worth repeating. Like, when I came back from COVID, because I did not write the first year because my parents moved in with me, and the thought of getting them sick just was too stressful. So I didn't write for a year. And so when I came back, like the first year I was writing after taking a year off, the song sucked. Like, and I knew it. I knew they weren't good. I couldn't really tell you why, because like structurally it was hitting all the things, and
something wasn't there.
The magic wasn't there, because like to get the magic, it really is like a fucking muscle.
Yeah.
It really is. What is a song that you guys have done together? If you can't pick one, that's fine. But if you could pick one, if you have to pick two, I'll allow it. I love it. That you feel like really sums up your collaboration.
I got my answer. Go Bongo.
No, you go first.
Better Days. It is so fun working with someone who completely lets me just be creative.
Yeah.
And everything starts with a conversation. So Bongo knows how big of a Justin Timberlake, not an NSYNC fan I am. I have NSYNC dolls in my house. Like, I am the biggest fan of
What's your favorite NSYNC era?
That's a great question. No Strings Attached.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah.
But just because of the freedom and like them fighting for their name and like owning it and standing on it and those songs, I just loved NSYNC. Yeah. So when we worked on this song for Justin, I was a fan of the music that he grew up on. He was a fan of Sam Cooke. So I was like, how can we do something in a space that's like change gonna come? And Bongo was like, I got it. We had our boy Saran there. He started playing the bass. He's like, now I got the drums, now we got it. And I kind of started riffing a little bit. We had the song in about 20, 25 minutes.
Wow.
Like the whole idea. And this is before COVID, like really, really took over everything. But it was around the time that the George Floyd thing had just happened. And I was like, the world needs like a song to help. Like, uplift, absolutely. Yeah. And we don't naturally make songs like that. So it's like to pour ourselves into the music, like in a space where we could be vulnerable and just be honest. Yeah. I think that's the best collaboration with Bongo.
Yeah. And I think I agree, because like I said, it's about moments, like capturing moments, and to make that in like the loft in my house, and for it to go to the inauguration, you know what I mean?
The virtual inauguration, but the inauguration nonetheless.
Yeah. Like it's
with Justin Timberlake. Like, come on, man! Like, it's literally a dream come true.
Yeah, it's a testament of how, like, you know, how far things have come. You know, so that's that. I feel like that's very good.
Yeah. Come on, dog.
What do you feel like, if anything, that success has changed about the way that you write?
I just understand it more from like, I understand it from the mechanics. Like, I feel like we all start from just a passion. Yeah. Right? We want to do it because we've heard it. We have this visceral feeling that makes certain words string together and certain motifs and themes. And, I want to write a song about this. This happened in my life. Like, literally two seconds ago, you were like, I'm gonna go through hell, but it's gonna be my own hell. And then I'm just like, wow, this guy can't stop writing songs. He talks in lyric, and it's like we have that, but then now knowing how to turn that into a linear conversation and have the motifs, but not make it too poetic. Still make it conversational. Like, understanding what really makes a song and what really makes it hit, like, and not just like the gut feeling of, I like this, I feel like that's changed over time, just understanding. And it's from working with Ant. Like, one thing I love about how he writes is he understands how to make bars, and by bars I mean like witty puns and similes and metaphors, but then he also knows sometimes it's just a time to just say something that just really hits the heart.
Just say
just
it.
An emotional line, just a line that's just the truth.
Yep.
And knowing when to do that, and then how to dance around bars and moments, but then also making it a conversation that when you read it down, it's just like you're just talking to someone like that. That comes with just time and repetition.
Yeah.
And, and working with good people.
I think success has like the Batman utility belt just added another little notch for both of us to use whenever it's time for us to create. So it's like, oh, this worked on this person's song. Let's try to use this flavor on this.
Yep.
Oh, this heartstring worked when we pulled this heartstring and said that thing in the way that we weren't supposed to. Let's attack this perspective in this way. Yeah. Actually, let's make a concept that's about something that people aren't talking about right now. Yeah. The why is normally like my favorite part of the song. I felt like that was the most important part of the song. Yeah. But now, I still am a why writer, and I love the why. But I'm such a concept guy.
Explain
now.
that for anybody who's trying to learn about the craft.
So, I love breaking down songs into who, what, where, when, and why per line. It should just be very simple. And in song structure math, a lot of popular pop songs have the why in the chorus. Yep. As the for in the chorus, or as the one if it's going to be the main thing. I love how Ed Sheeran gets to his why. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, if you can do it. If you can't, we'll edit this out. If you can do it, break down an Ed Sheeran.
So my favorite Ed Sheeran song to break down is this song called Happier. It's on the Divide album. Yep. And the first line of the song is walking down 29th and Park. So that's a where. Yep. It's a when, and it's what's going on. Yep. I saw you in another's arms. That's a what and a who. Only a month we've been apart. That's a when and a what. You look happier. That's a what and a who. So that's the song structure for the first four of that. Then he keeps the same song structure and breaks it right down in the next section. Saw you walk inside a bar. Who, what, where is it going on? Like, he says something to make you laugh. Who, what's going on? I saw that both your smiles were twice as white as ours. Yeah, you look happier. First off, his imagery is so it's sickening. Yeah. It's like, I saw that both of your smiles were twice as white as ours. You look happier. So it's who, what's going on? The why still hasn't came. Why are we even talking about any of this? Yep. Ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you. Beautiful thing to say, just a what. Ain't nobody loved you like I do. Beautiful thing to say, just a what. Yep. Promise that there's others that deserve you. Wait, no, that's the second verse. I'm sorry. Promise that I will not take it personal if you're moving on with someone new. Why? Because baby, you look happier. You do. My friends tell me one day I'll feel it too, and until then I'll smile and hide the truth that I know I was happier with you. Stop playing with me. Ed Sheeran is the best. And when you break down the math of the song, you can just apply that same structure to whatever you're doing. So if I'm writing a song about what we're doing right now, I'm like, Justin and Bongo, we're sitting on the couch and we're doing the podcast, and the song is about joy. Like, and why are we singing this song? Because we're trying to convey this message to somebody out there that needs the help. Like, I love concepts. I love finding where things are, but concepts are my favorite thing.
Yeah, that, like, literally you breaking down the Ed Sheeran song, I'm not kidding, like, made me emotional because I'm such a geek of the craft. Yes. That to see someone else that is also such a loser. Just
come on, you know what I mean? With an L on my head, like.
Really? Like, I feel so bad for so many of my friends. There's this songwriter named Patty Larkin, singer-songwriter from Cape Cod, and I'm deeply obsessed with her. She's like a 70-year-old lesbian, and I just worship every single thing she's written. And I will, like, since I was 17, break down the math of her songs to people who aren't even songwriters.
Yep, I do it too. Yes, it's my favorite thing.
And they're just like,
Okay.
And I'm like, but do you understand? Every verse is 4 lines. But
Yes.
in the verse, she has a song called "I Told Him the Dog Wouldn't Run."
Please,
Everyone
come on, break it
listen
down.
to it.
Yep, come on,
I
break it
told
down
him
for me.
the
That may
dog
sound crazy.
wouldn't run is
Okay.
the fucking title.
Yes.
And in the third, every verse is 4 lines. In the third verse, she says, "I asked him to marry me once. He told me he couldn't because this would be all that there was." Space. This would be all that there was, and there's no 4th line. All that there would be is fucking nothing. Can you believe it?
Oh, my soul. I love a great song.
And now that we say it, her and Ed Sheeran look a lot alike.
Yeah.
You know, just pasty lesbians.
no.
Pasty lesbians.
Oh, that is so funny.
Now, when you're writing, okay, this is actually a really good question. When you're writing, how aware are you of the math as it's happening? Or do you let it happen and then use the math to fix it?
If I'm writing by myself, it's lightning speed.
Yeah.
It's math and feeling at the same time.
Yep.
I hate to share with newer writers like the daunting responsibility of the math because once you understand it, it's like it doesn't go away. You can't feel yourself out of the math, making the things that you would feel as incorrect if it's not done the right way.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's like I'm the guy. I'm the fix it guy.
Yeah.
Like he's going in real time, and I'm like, okay, no, not
this could
you.
You this could be
know?
this. How about and then
Not
it
you.
takes
Us.
it to another
we.
place.
Like
Yep.
certain things in my head, like they say they, him, she, they,
Woo,
and them
break it down,
come
Bongo.
between me, you, us, and we.
Yeah.
So knowing how, like, oh, if you're saying I saw him walking down the street or I saw her, it's when someone hears that, they're thinking, they're processing, you're talking about someone else. You're
That's
not
the
talking
other.
about me.
Cool.
Inclusion,
And when-
exclusion.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking
And when
about.
you say us or we or you, like you is one of the most grabbing words that you can say in a song, and it grabs the listener. So like I'm listening for when we can do that or when that should be that instead of, because he's just going rapid fire.
Yep.
So I'm like, I take the headphone off, like, oh, no. You, she, we, like switch. I just switch up
Love.
the tense and then I put my headphones back on and then let him live his life.
Okay, so as I think I've worked with you, I know you're like a producer with a capital P, right? So I think there's a difference between a beat maker, an engineer, and a producer.
For sure.
How do you find the balance to being right? Someone who's checking on someone's what pronoun are you using? Let's make sure we're cutting right to the heart.
Yeah.
Say you instead. That's a capital P producer. You're overseeing the entire emotional situation.
Sure.
But also you're an unbelievable beat maker. So how do you find a way to balance the two duties that you have to handle in a session, right? Because you hype people up so much, you bring so much positivity to a session, which is a really important part of being a producer. Now, me as a writer, I do a lot of like emotional producing, even though I literally can barely send an email. But how do you balance the different tasks that a producer has to handle?
Just understanding everybody, like managing personalities. That's really what producing is. It's like I love playing and actually producing hands-on, like making beats, but really when you get to work with great people, when you get to work with a Justin Tranter, you know what I'm saying? You're able to like step back and see the whole song you step back and see it from 30,000 feet. So I like to see it from the ground floor and from 30,000 feet, and it's just a passion. I think it comes from when I was talking about, like I loved Pharrell and Timberlake, and these are people that I would see have their hand in every part of the song.
Yeah.
So I feel like I understand the song from the bottom up. I started rapping when I was like 8 years old and realized I couldn't rap to other people's beats. I had to make my own beats. So then I started making beats at 11. So I understand it from the position of how the song should feel. And I'm very much a texture guy. So I can like guide the texture, but then also let professionals with that professional with me like shape it, and then we know what it's supposed to feel like at the end. We know that line could have went harder.
Yep.
We know there needs to be a drop right there. We know that this word needs to do this, and so being able to like step back and look at it from 30,000 feet is what allows me to like do it. And then just, you know, the 10,000, 20,000 hours like this, like.
Were you always good with people? Is that like a natural skill since you were young?
I want to say yeah, and then I actually have a bachelor's of science in psychology, so I actually like understand a little bit like about like interpersonal communication, you know, and how people interact and how to best interact with different people.
So how do you have a bachelor's in that, and then become a very successful producer? What's the journey from going? Okay. Was the goal always music, or how did that journey happen?
Yeah, since 8 years old, but my parents are Nigerian. So that, like, there was no not going to college. There was, like, my father has a PhD in nuclear physics, and my mom has a master's in, like, business and accounting. So there was no not going to school. But my brother taught me. He showed me Stevie Wonder, the Roots, you know, everything. Like, he showed me everything like that, gave me a music. He had me playing in church. So he was the kind of like the foundation. And then he was the guy that told my parents, like, hey, you know, he's kind of good. You should, you know, let him cook. You know? But after I got my degree, I was like, man, y'all can't tell me anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you feel like, because my degree is literally in songwriting, but part of me wishes that I would have like dug into something else. Don't regret my degree in songwriting because I learned all the math.
Look
that
at
we're
this
talking
house.
about.
What are you talking about? At the non-disclosed location.
But
Put that at the bottom of the screen, non-disclosed location.
But it's so interesting to me to see, because I've seen you in the room. You're so good with people, and I think a lot of people who are really good at the computer or instruments, a lot of times are not good with people. They're actually quite bad with people because they're so hyper focused on making this sound good that they forget the other part of the job. Which when I'm in sessions, I don't mind because I'm gonna handle a lot of the other part of the job.
Yeah.
But a producer is supposed to be the one doing
Supposed to.
It's
supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like also like working with good people, like shout out Akil or like Ernest. Like there's people that I work with that make everything, like to make everyone's life better in that moment, and you have to be able to make space for those people and then make them feel like the rock star that they are.
Yeah.
So, and that's really producing.
Yep.
It's not this.
Yeah.
Not this.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Can you guys remember, whether it's together or separately, probably separately because you both were on journeys before you met, but like the most, like the scrappiest, the most insane hustle moment, the most like, I can't believe I did this to get my foot in the door moment, of whether it was a session, whether it was any sort of opportunity.
Foot in the door?
Or just any like crazy story of like trying to fucking make it happen.
I was sleeping on my homie's floor for a year and a half out here. My shout out to my boy Scott and Ali for letting me live at their house out here in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
No money at all. My rent payment was writing a song a day. So I had a place to stay. I wrote a song every single day. And I wouldn't call it like the grimiest, but it was definitely like, hey, do you want it? Like, because the life you want is just a few nights on the floor away.
Wow. And what was the moment that changed? When could you afford your own rent? What happened?
So what happened was I met Bongo, right? And when I met Bongo's like, yo, we got to go to Jeremiah's house. And I'm like, all right, cool. I tried to play cooler than I really was. I was like, Jeremiah's house, this is crazy. So we go to Jeremiah's house, and we're working on songs nonstop. At this time, Kanye is working with Jeremiah, and Jeremiah goes down to Wyoming, and he plays him a song that we were all working on that Jeremiah hadn't sang at the time. He had let me have the Ant demo. So when the song comes out, the Jeremiah version that he recorded a little later, because it's like, you know, he wrote the song with us.
Yeah.
He was just like, yo, the version that Kanye heard was your version. So you got it.
Fuck.
And my entire career was birthed off of that moment because Jeremiah was gracious enough to like not only let people know what I did, but stand up for me behind the scenes. Like he's calling people and going like, yo, nah, this is Ant and Bongo and Scott. Like they're the ones that worked on the song. Like make sure that they get their credit and stuff right. And he didn't have to do none of that. Like
wow.
So from that moment, like the song All Mine with Ty Dolla $ign and Ye on the Ye album literally saved me from sleeping on the floor.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You were sleeping on a floor.
Yeah.
And then you're not only co-wrote a Ye song, but
on a feature.
But on.
Yeah.
Yep. That was one of our first.
That was our first joint. No, because we had the DTF song with Game, YG, and Jeremiah and Ty, and then we did the song with Nip with Game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an amazing, a very inspiring story.
Thank you.
Of like,
I think mine was probably like way earlier. It's probably like, I don't know. This was in college because I'm still one of those like people that like interned at a studio. Like, I feel like people like skip a lot of steps now, and rightfully so. But
yeah, if you can skip them, good for you.
Yeah, why not?
But to those of us who didn't skip steps are like,
yeah. I remember being in a music house in Atlanta. Like this is in college. I would like go to Atlanta to meet up with my cousin. Shout out C4 and Drew Castro. I would go to, we'd be out there like making PF Chang runs and cleaning toilets and stuff like that. But it turned into like one day, Drew was like, yo, I sent him something, a beat, and he played it for Lecrae, and then ended up making it onto Lecrae's album, Gravity. And then I'm on a car dealership lot, like just sitting selling cars. And he calls me one day, and he's like, yo, bro, we're nominated for a Grammy. And I'm like, yo, all right, whatever. I'm about to go sell these cars. And I just get off the phone. But then months later, like, it actually turned out that was the catalyst to, like, we won the Grammy, by the way. Shout out Lecrae. And that was, like, it's like usually I feel like people work for a long time before they get that level of recognition.
Yeah.
But to be, like, so far removed and to have that, it was like, okay, now I have to like drop everything and move to LA. Like, and that's literally what happened. Like right after that, the next year, I moved I was in Burbank.
Yeah.
Like next year, I was like, I've never visited, never been to California, never been this far out. I was just like, yo, it's time. But without that moment, I wouldn't be here. So
wow.
It was like, shout out you.
That's amazing. That it's also those moments of like, I think all three of us, those moments of like, there's these signifiers of success. That's how weird the music business is, but we're still broke as fuck.
Right.
When I had 3 number ones and I was still living in a 2-bedroom house with 6 people because the money hadn't shown up yet.
Right.
Yeah.
It's we all, loving music is like such a blessing and
now
such
you're
a curse.
in an 18 million bedroom house with just 2 people. Like,
all by myself.
it's so beautiful to hear.
It's a lot of delayed gratification.
It is, but I think it's nice because it keeps you. I just thought I was still broke, like 4 years into success, which I think is helpful because then you don't blow it.
Yeah.
What are things that you guys say no to now that you would have said yes to a couple years ago?
Everything. Which camera is mine? Where am I at? Is that one?
He said, "Don't call me."
I say no to everything.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had a hard time saying no my entire life.
Yeah.
I was addicted to the word yes.
Yeah.
And now no is one of my favorite words.
So when you say no, how do you not obsess over the no?
The God
Again, I'm
that created
asking for
me,
advice.
I truly feel like the Lord that created me, that created this amazing opportunity, is going to create a better one for me.
Okay.
If it's for me, like what is made for me, what is meant for me is for me.
Yeah.
So like I don't lose sleep over anything that could have been perceived as a blessing that I didn't get.
Okay.
If it wasn't for me. Truly.
And how did you, because you weren't always that way, how did you actually come to that level of peace?
I have always been this way.
Really?
My parents didn't teach me lack. Like I
So
didn't come from a place of like
when you said yes to people, it was just because you were
Before
didn't want to hurt their feelings.
I'm genuinely nice. So it's like,
right. Okay, got it.
The no, and before it wasn't like a self-empowering no. It was more just like, I don't want you to look at me as the bad guy. So yeah, to everything. Yes to a nighttime session. Yes to 8 sessions in a day. Yes to we can't pay you for this, but still come.
Yeah.
Yes to pull up. Yes to everything.
Okay.
And then I took a cold hard look, like a life situation happened in 2022 that was crazy.
Okay.
And showed me exactly who my real family was and my real people were. And I never had a problem saying no to any of my family or friends. Bongo never had a problem. Yo, you trying? No. Yo, he knows me to the point where it's like, yo, bro, I know you don't want to do this, that, and the third, but because like I don't have to put on a facade for my family. So then when I realized that I was overexerting myself for people that I wouldn't even give my last dollar to, that wouldn't do the same for me in reverse. Not that it was a like, no. It's no protects me from me. No keeps me where I need to be. So
okay, I love that.
No.
I'm gonna start texting you to
Come
coach
hit me,
through
bro.
it.
I got you. And no could be not right now. You could just not right now could be the first little cool way to getting into you saying no. But like
I think I can handle that right now.
Not right now.
I think that's a baby step for me.
Yeah, not right now.
I think I can handle it. Okay, that's very, very helpful. How about for you, Bongo? Is there things that you say no to now that you didn't used to?
Yeah, but for me, it's like a bandwidth thing.
Right.
Like
you can't, so you have to say no.
Yeah, because I like to take on a lot of things, and I feel like I can do everything.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like I can do everything.
Yeah.
But I have to like take a reality check, and then like my family is across the country in DC, so I have to be there. I have to see my mom, my dad, my nephews, my brother, my sister-in-law, everybody. They're all over there, so balancing. Like that's really what makes me have to say no.
Gotcha.
Because like I do like to like what this might be something or let's try it or let's do a day.
Yeah.
Or not like but yeah that's really what it is. I have to take time for me and like even like we'll get up and play basketball like and that's something that like we've implemented because it's like you have to take time for
life.
For life. So like no, I can't do a session at 11:30, but I will do Justin Tranter's podcast. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
We'll skip basketball for the podcast.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think? What are things about the industry that you feel like artists, writers, producers, whoever it is, need to unlearn? What are like industry standards that you think are like hurting all of us?
I think labels should pay songwriters.
Say that. Say that.
I think that, yeah, that, I mean, I could just leave it right there.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that you don't need to. Yeah.
Learn. It costs a lot of money for your song to be on the radio, and just understanding it. So it's not necessarily the best quality song. It's not the best thing you've ever done. It's understanding that song has a radio marketing budget that's behind it, and people are spending upwards of $50,000 to $250,000 on that one song just to watch it go up a Billboard chart. So just because your favorite song or the song that you worked on hasn't gained the traction or gotten the accolades yet, it's not because it's not good. It may be because it doesn't have any money behind it.
Love that.
Yeah.
That is very helpful information for people trying to get into this beautiful shit show that we all are a part of. What do you feel like music is missing? What do you wish as amazing collaborators that you wish you could get more artists or more A&Rs or like more people to go on this type of journey with you creatively?
Artist development.
Absolutely.
Okay, explain that for the friends at home who might not know.
Artist of all time is Michael Jackson, and he went through artist development before he ever got to Motown.
Right.
Like his father developed his amazing kids with methods that you can't normally practice in 2026, but just knowing how to interview, how to stand, how to walk, how to talk as a performer, how to perform a song, how to hold a microphone, how to dance and sing and perform long periods of time and not lose your breath.
Yeah.
Beyonce is an amazing credit to like the hard work it takes to run on a treadmill and be able to perform in high heels. Like it's ridiculous. So, and she went through an immense amount of artist development from her father and from the amazing group Destiny's Child that she was in. So I think in today's world where it's beautiful having the opportunity to get on the internet and show the process while you're learning, I wish the people that say I want to be an artist could actually go through the
boot camp,
artist development boot camp from the people that came out of it very successful.
Well, if you look at so many of the artists that have broken recently, it takes 10 years.
At
and
least.
Part of that is just building your fan base. But the other part of that is developing, growing. Yes. What is my vision? How do I make the visual match the music? How do I make my songs better? And a lot of times, because our industry can be so short-sighted, when these artists blow up, it's their second or third record deal.
Absolutely.
So the labels that spotted their talent way early on don't actually benefit from spotting that talent because they give up on them because they're not letting them develop properly. It's the stories are absolutely endless. And my personal story as a writer is my band was signed to Warner Chappell, and the people that ran Warner Chappell when we were signed as a band all got let go, and Big John took it over.
Oh, Big John.
And they were in like a meeting, like a who are we dropping meeting, and everyone's like, oh, well, my band was called Semi Precious Weapons. Drop Semi Precious Weapons, Interscope dropped them, it's done. And John luckily had heard through Tricky Stewart. Tricky Stewart saved my life. Yep. And one, I love him deeply, but two, what I'm about to say literally saved my life. He let Big John know in some random conversation, oh, the lead singer of Semi Precious Weapons is a writer. So John was like, well, why would we drop? We already paid all this money a couple of years ago, but we paid the money. Why would we drop? Someone should go hang out with the lead singer before we drop them. And that is why I have this entire career. But it's rare that someone is as smart as John. There's a reason why John is as successful as he is. But normally they would have dropped me, and I either would have had to fight my way to a new pub deal or I would have just been fucked. And so the artist development is not only important to make the artist better, but it's also really dumb that labels don't let it grow.
Right. Yeah.
Because then they don't even benefit from the people they signed.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's two sides to the coin, because I feel like some artists in this climate that we're at, like the artists don't necessarily appreciate the development process. Like they just want to go. Sometimes they're not thinking, okay,
right,
let me actually make this project cohesive. Let me make this song title go with this next song title, and then when you listen to to the album from top to bottom, it loops back perfectly, and then this transition is gonna put all this cohesion like that, and I want to build a world for people to fall into. Some people are like more concerned with just the songs, and they don't understand like I should say some artists. Yeah. So it's on both sides too. Like
completely.
Artists have to want that.
And a lot of times getting dropped is what motivates people to reinvent and to dig deeper so they can prove somebody wrong, so they can survive, so they can have their art reach the world. So you're right. It is a complicated question. Yeah. But it does all come back to like we have to root for artist development.
Yeah, it's missing for sure.
It's missing, and on all sides of it. But I mean, the reason I started writing for other people was because after being dropped from my fourth record deal, I was like, I've got to reinvent somehow. I stupidly never thought to reinvent my band, but luckily I was like, oh, I'll just reinvent myself and become a songwriter for other people. But it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't dropped. So it is a
catalyst.
It is a tough, it's like a chicken or egg situation of like, should the labels stick longer, but maybe if it's not the right fit, then it's pointless to stick around. Okay, to end every episode, we play a game called Gag or Drag. Gag means you love it, drag means you hate it. Okay? And you can also say meh if you really don't care about the question. That's acceptable as well. Okay. Gag or drag songs that sound slightly unfinished.
Drag.
As a producer,
I knew it. I fucking literally knew it.
I can see where you're going with it. You know?
You got to answer what he said to say, though.
Flag. Don't flag that one.
That was incredible.
Right, because maybe it's unfinished intentionally.
Yes.
Well, yeah, sometimes less is more. There's songs like, shout out Jasmine Sullivan and her, the record that I did with them, Girl Like Me. There was like, I had drums and strings, but then we ended up stripping it back to just guitar and bass because less is more, and it sounds it sounds like the demo, but more polished, obviously, what they're singing. So yeah, sometimes less is more. So I'm interested in hearing what the baby of it.
Yeah. Know? And how did it feel when they were like, no, strip it back? Were you like fully on board, or were you like, oh fuck?
My God, fully on board? You hear how they was singing? Like,
that's a very good point.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get out the way.
Yeah. Gag or drag lights off in the studio.
Drag.
I hate it too. I can't fucking see. Turn the fucking lights on.
I don't care.
I need the lights on.
It's a meh for you.
I don't. Yeah, it's not like.
I
never forget that I'm like.
I want a light.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
That's yeah.
It don't matter to me. I'm here for a service.
Yeah.
If I never lose sight of that.
Well, that's yeah. If the artist wants the fucking lights off, the lights are off. Oh, of course. And I'm not saying shit. Oh, I love it dark.
Oh my God,
yeah, this is great.
That's the best.
It's not gonna change my beat. Like,
oh my God, the dark.
Shit, man, it's gonna hit hard either way.
I actually recently was in the studio with like an icon of a pop star, but the song's not out yet, so I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to get in trouble. But the pop star's assistant walked into the studio and it was pitch black, and the assistant was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And I was like, "Nothing. Everything is totally normal in here. She just wanted the fucking lights off." Gag or drag writing sessions that become therapy sessions.
Gag.
It's a gag, right? Because even though it can be annoying, you're like, the song's gonna be a hit, or at least really.
I can't stand that. I can't stand that. It's the best part of writing songs. It's like, I didn't even expect this today. Like, even this conversation, you came here expecting to have like a good convo, but you didn't expect, oh wow, my soul got fed in this moment. So
yeah. It's deeper than rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, say gag.
There you go.
There
Perfect.
You go.
Yeah. I know the answer to this because I know my answer to this is just 100% a gag because I love it deeply. Gospel chords in popular music.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. It's the fucking best.
Hallelujah.
It's the best.
Doesn't get any better.
Gag or drag making something sound grimy on purpose.
Gag.
Yeah, the best. Gag or drag the phrase "less is more."
Gag. I like that. That's I live by that. Like, because sometimes, I went through the phase of doing the most, but now like I'm not about the beat. I make the beat, but it's about the song.
Yeah.
So
I'm too immature for the
strip it back.
So
strip
I
it back.
Hear less is more, and I think that's what she said. But but I'm like, why would she ever say that? Like, so it's like. But if we talk about songs,
Okay.
less is absolutely more. A lot of the time, I agree with my brother.
Yeah. Now, how did you? Normally, this is the rapid fire part, but that answer, I love your answer, Bongo, a lot. How did you get, as someone who is such a fucking unbelievable beat maker, how do you get to the place where you're like, I want the beat to be as good as it needs to be, but how do you get to the place where you're like, it's not fucking about that?
I see the whole thing all together, but sometimes having an amazing beat is cool, but if the song isn't good, then it's like, what are we talking about? So that also that lets you know the importance of the songwriting. And when you realize how other people digest music, like some people like songs just because it relates to, because they can see themselves in the song. So it lets me know I'm just painting the canvas around the song.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes that's gonna take some times where you're gonna have to put your balls on the table and do something crazy, but don't get in the way of the song.
Yeah.
Don't get in the way of the why, because that's gonna inform people why they're even playing the song. And I'm not gonna do wah, 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 just because I think it's cool. You know what I mean? It's like, but I will if it is.
Right. If it's for the right vibe, 100%. If you could give your younger selves one piece of advice about being a better collaborator, specifically collaboration, not a better writer, not a better musician, not a better producer, a better collaborator, what would you tell yourself?
My younger self?
Something you've learned that you wish you could cheat code yourself earlier.
I'm conflicted.
We'll say them both then.
Because I would say you don't have to do everything yourself. But I think because of coming from the perspective of thinking I had to do everything myself, that made me a better all around. But the truth is, you don't have to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell myself.
Yeah.
But I would have to explain it in a weird way.
You'd have to be very nuanced
It's
with
like,
yourself.
do it, but you don't, but do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just tell my little self that it's way more fun with more people than just by yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the more you'll have more fun doing the thing that you love to do with other people that love to do it just as much as you do.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't tell me to change anything in between now and then, but I would just highlight how cool it is to be in a room with someone who is one person away from the person you always want to be with, and then you find out that that's really the person you want to be in a room with.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up in music, songwriting I grew up learning how to songwrite by listening to Frank Ocean songs. And then through listening to Frank's Nostalgia Ultra, I found out who James Fauntleroy was. And I was like, oh my God, I'm the biggest James Fauntleroy fan in the world. And by the grace of God, working, I'm working with James now. So now someone that I found through somebody I loved is somebody that is a friend of mine and a mentor. So
it's I always tell people, when people ask for advice, I'm like, you have to fucking co-write.
Yes.
Do 10 co-writes, and if you still hate it, that's fine. But until you do 10 co-writes, you don't know what songwriting is. Because what you can learn about yourself from watching somebody else be great is so special.
Facts.
So special.
Can I shout out a couple of my favorite co-writers?
You better.
Amy Wedge. Oh my gosh.
She's a genius. Well, as an Ed Sheeran super fan, you must freak out when you write with Amy.
We did this song on Ed Sheeran's, I forgot the name of the album. I think it's a track, but it's called Visiting Hours. We all worked on that song. Amy is my fairy godmother. I love working with her.
Amazing.
Ito is one of my favorite co-writers. My brother Bongo, period, is one of my favorite co-writers. Her is one of my favorite co-writers.
Yeah.
I love working with her. It's so many. Michael Pollack.
A genius.
I always have fun working with Michael Pollack. His friendliness and just sincerity.
Yeah.
It comes across in just everything that he does.
Yeah.
So, but it's so many. I'm forgetting a whole bunch of people, but Jazzy.
Yeah, I was about
that's
to
my
say.
sister. I love
Yeah.
working with Jazzy. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead.
Shout out Jazzy, definitely. Man, Drew Love. We were just
Come on.
in the desert with Lucky Day. He's also crazy. That's why my voice is messed up like this, by the way. Thank you for bearing with me. But Lucky, Anderson, man, his pen and his approach,
insane,
is crazy. Jessie Reyes, she's
a goat.
Goated,
unbelievable writer.
Goated. Nisha,
the goat.
The best.
Derek Milano,
Daniel Church. That's that word.
Yeah. My dog.
What's a moment? Okay, for real. Last question. What's a moment that happened in a session writing with somebody that you were like, oh, I'm never going to forget this, and I'm going to try to use what this person just accidentally taught me by writing with me. I'm going to try to use this forever.
Jeremiah.
Tell me what happened.
Jeremiah, he's one of the greatest writers of our class and our time, and people don't give him as much credit as he deserves. His approach, not only do you like realize like he approaches things percussively but and melodically at the same time, and then he pushes you to say things a little bit avant-garde. It's something like if it sounds like something that is like familiar to the ear, but you'll change some words around.
Cool.
And like it's like that, and then his approach to just like like that, like he won't accept something that's just like cool. He has to push
be fresh.
Yeah,
Cool.
he pushes the envelope. Yeah, I owe a lot to him, just like learning, and a lot of my, even when I approach records, sometimes like I'll melodically think of what he would do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Piggybacking off of that, I'll give you 3.
I love it. Let's go.
Off of it's definitely Jeremiah. I'm gonna go Ty Dolla $ign.
What have you learned from Ty?
So much. Ty does not need anyone to do anything. Period.
Facts.
So Ty Dolla $ign's taught me self-sufficiency to the max. Because when I work with Ty, I'm back to being Ant in Hillcrest and Pennsauken, recording myself on my computer, like back in Pro Tools. Red Lobster. Yeah, it's like, although I'm used to working with an engineer and I love working with engineers, that's my favorite part of writing, is not having to do that part. It's like, oh wow, I do have to record myself. I do have to come up with the chords and do all the things I used to before I got to the space where I was just receiving packs and receiving opportunities where the engineer was always there.
Yep.
James Fauntleroy, I've learned so much from. Not only the music, but past the creation of music, the importance of understanding the business.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the music business. So a lot of people that make the music don't understand that we're in the business.
Yep.
And without the business, you shouldn't just be making the music, because I can't sit in a studio that I'm not paying for if no money's coming in. It's
right.
like, so understanding the music and the business.
Yeah.
And the last in that, so it's Jeremiah, is Ty, is James, and John Bellion. Like, John Bellion, also self-sufficient. I learned from afar that you don't have to compromise your core values to do the thing that you want to do. And from John, it's like, I watched him have the world as just a fan. It's like, oh, he could have did anything he wanted. And he made his family his most important thing.
Yep.
He made what he was doing in New York his most important thing. And he was like, hey, the people that want to come are going to come to me.
And not even New York City.
Yeah, no, not New York City. Like New York State. Like,
yep.
100%.
Like if you want to work with him, you're going to him.
It's
yep.
a long way to Long Island. Like, so
yeah, I didn't go. I
went and I loved it.
I think I'm too gay for Long Island. I'm gonna skip this one.
I'm gonna skip this one. It's great.
No, but that is true. It is watching him prioritize his life that seriously is very inspiring.
Yeah.
I just moved my parents to LA.
Come
yeah.
on. That's the dream.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys were awesome. Thank you. Round of applause for Ant and Bongo.
Come on. Thank you for having us, bro.
Thank you so much for coming. Watch Unfamous on Spotify. Subscribe for no ads. I'll see you there.